And then another question that I have for you is about being Jewish.
Yes.
Was it part of your upbringing? Did it shape who you are? Do you carry it around with you in Hollywood? Are you embarrassed? Are you proud? Tell me a little bit about it.
I think my biggest identity is that of a artist slash writer. Like that's my identity. I identify as a writer. That's my identity. It's not as a Jew, to answer your question. I don't
Mhm.
identify as a Jew. I don't start sentences. Never once have I ever been in a social situation where I started the sentence as a Jew and
Mhm.
then given my opinion or my experience. Never.
No, but you
But
don't
as an
no
artist, I have said
okay.
as an artist or as a
Mhm.
writer, I believe strongly in freedom of expression, or I'm very against censorship, or when
Mhm.
I take a position politically or societally, it's someone. It comes from an identity of someone who creates, tells stories, and needs the freedom and believes in the freedom to be wrong or to miss telling a story or even to offend telling a story. Meaning, as an artist, I believe in freedom of speech and freedom of expression, even if some people out there get hurt, even if it hurts their feelings. It's just the history of Hollywood, and the reason why people ask, and now I don't know if we're going into like dangerous territory, but people ask, why are there so many Jews in Hollywood? Why does Hollywood have a lot of Jewish people, especially in the executive ranks? Historically, from what I've been told, and this book speaks to, is Jews were kept out of the other industries. They weren't becoming lawyers at white shoe law firms in New York and Boston in the 20s and 30s. So they needed to, and they needed to strive and find their own place in this country, and they started to go west. Not all of them, but some of them went west to find business, and then they landed in California with kind of a brand new industry, the film industry. No one cared that they were Jewish. No one kept them down. They weren't oppressed here, and so they kind of built up the film industry um, um, throughout the 30s, 40s, 50s,
Mhm.
and that kind of held and still holds in a way that they founded it, and that's the history of Hollywood. You could say that. I don't agree with that. But as a Jew, I know this might sound terrible. As a Jew, and I just said it for the first time in my life, as you're
I'm
starting to
like,
sense
you
of,
just said as a
as a,
Jew.
yeah, I did it. As a Jew, it doesn't. It's not as a Jew that it bothers me. It's not as a Jew that bothers me. It's as a human who thinks it's a little bit reductive and stupid. And is it dangerous? Maybe, but we are in America and we do have the freedom of speech. And I will, as an artist, I will defend the freedom of speech and expression till I die.